your English class. Children, today we shall begin with a new poem from your book Beehive, No Men Are Foreign, written by James Skira. In this poem, the theme that the poet follows is the oneness underneath the superficial differences of caste, color, racism, faith, belief. He presupposes the people who go in for warfare, who go in for hatred with their fellow brothers and sisters, are to be condemned. The poem also glorifies love and brotherhood, peace that is to be spread among all humans that breathe the same air, that drink the same water, that eat the same food all around the world. Go through this YouTube link and understand the poem well. Now, children, coming to the explanation of the poem, the poet says, remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this in which we all shall lie. So, in these lines, the poet he emphasizes the value of universal brotherhood. He draws our attention to the absence of any difference amongst people of different countries. The poet says that we must never forget that people living in other countries, they are not strange or they are not unfamiliar or they are not different from us. Under the different types of clothes, all human beings are same. All human bodies live and they breathe in the same way, in the same fashion. We all are brothers because we walk upon the same earth that we have divided into countries ourselves. Also, we all shall meet the same earth in the end when we shall be buried in it after death. That is, even when a man will die, all men, they will be one. They will all become one with the earth, and which is common to all. Earth has been divided by men only on the basis of caste, on the basis of countries, on the basis of color. Further, the poet says, they too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read, a labor not different from our own. So, children, understand, in these lines, the poet expresses all the people of the world are nourished and nurtured equally by the elements of nature like sun, air, and water. Every human being on this earth, he requires these three things to survive. And these three things are common to all. There is no difference in the air, there is no difference in the water, there is no difference in the sunlight that is given to people who are living at different places all over the world. Further, he says that we all are united in the sameness of spirit. Like us, the people in other countries also they enjoy the harvest in peaceful times and dread starvation because of long drawn wars. All people all around the world, they are the same. They are happy when it is time to harvest. They are sad, they are worried when wars are going on and there is fear of starvation of their families and children. They too work hard for their livelihood and their destiny is similar to ours. All human beings on this earth, they all have to work, they all have to work hard, they all have to toil for survival. Nobody can earn money just like that. Further, the poet says, remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that could be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. So, in these lines, the poet explains He asks us to remember that the so called strange and foreign people, as we call, they experience the same kind of sleep and the same kind of wakefulness like us. They also, when they are tired, they sleep through the night, and they also wake in the morning to work. Like us, they too can be won over by love and not by force. The way we all fall into love. We all can become for the others with love. Everywhere in the entire world, a person can be dealt with better when loved than with force. And further, the poet says that their experiences of life are similar to that of us. Hence, we all find something familiar in each other's life and identify with each other. No man, no person on one place is different from that of the other. Next, the poet says, let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, and condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. So, in these lines, the poet says that whenever we are asked by our leaders or our rulers to hate and exploit and kill the people of other countries, we all must understand, we all must remember that it is this hatred that would have a negative impact on us as well. We would find ourselves cheated as it would deprive us of the bliss of universal brotherhood. We must all love our brothers. We must all love the people on the earth rather than to hate them. We would condemn ourselves. It is a condemnation of our own selves if we fall into such rivalries. It is condemning our own selves to a life of enmity and of strangeness to our own fellow brothers. The poet further says, it is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no countries strange. So, children, in this paragraph, the poet again reminds us that war is futile, it is worthless, it is useless, as it spoils the very earth for which we take up arms against each other. The deadly weapons emit fire and ashes that spread all over and pollute the environment. This robs the air of its purity and the world becomes a more difficult place to live in. It is therefore important not to consider any human being as foreign or different from us, and no country is as strange. We must build mutual respect and trust for all mankind. Thus, children, this poem is a peace poem and it gives a strong message to stop all wars and look upon humanity as a unified entity. The poet in this poem warns the rulers of all the countries that when they wage wars, they not only injure the interest of those whom they hate, but also injure themselves. They should know that peace brings prosperity and wars bring destruction. Hence, those who spread hatred and cause wars against their fellow brothers and sisters in different parts of the country actually harm the cause of peaceful mutual coexistence. I hope, children, all of you have understood the poem well. In case of any doubts or queries, do post in the comment section of the Google Classroom. Till then, stay safe. Have a great day.